places to eat in Maui, Hawaii. I'm back on the island of Maui. It's been a few years. This is us on a train to the rental car. I love how quiet this island is, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite places and new places that I haven't been to. The car rental we used was Avis, and we flew with Southwest from the island of Oahu due to the flights were cheap, and I definitely recommend it. First thing was we drove all the way down to Lahaina side, and we went to down the hatch. It is located on Front Street where there's a lot of restaurants, shopping, and historic stuff to look at. So what you do is you go down the staircase and you order at the register, and then you can sit anywhere that is open. It is very nice. There's a little koi area, and there's indoors and outdoor seatings. I thought this is a great spot to start off our trip due to the nice outdoor seatings, and also the pricing of this place is fairly cheap, I have to say. The drink I got to try was strawberry and lilikoi lemonade. If you want something sweet, I definitely recommend the strawberry one. The lilikoi if you're interested in something a little bit more tart. Here is the southern style chicken beni. The chicken was really good, the egg and the gravy all went well together, and the side potato was unique as well. I also got to sample the southern style loco moco. It has cheese, which is unique, and it came with potatoes and everything. This dish was also good as well. I definitely recommend. I also got to try the uncle's omelet, which has kalua pork, bacon, peppers, onions, and cheese with a side of hollandaise sauce. We also got the fried rice plate that has Portuguese sausage and bacon. Overall, all dishes was really good, and I would come back for dinner or lunch due to breakfast was served from 7:30 to 11. After breakfast, we walked down the road to Ululani Shave Ice. This is where Ululani's was made on the island of Maui, so we definitely had to stop by. If you watch them make it, they use sticks to shave the ice, which is unique from other spots. And if you look at their syrup, it is very potent compared to other spots as well. Here is the shave ice that we got. I can't remember the flavors, but there's really no bad flavors here. To kill time and to digest our belly before it explodes, we went to Honolulu Bay. Earlier was the view on top, and this is the view at the parking area. And always remember to leave the place better than how you found it. To get to the beach from here, you walk through this magical forest that is about a 5 to 10 minute walk, which is still very worth it. Here is what the beach looked like. Apparently this is a good snorkeling spot, but I wouldn't know because I didn't went in the water, but there's a lot of boats and people snorkeling. Afterwards, we head to a town called Paia due to we had lunch reservations at one of my favorite spots. It's called Mama Fish House. I would definitely recommend making reservations way in advance due to it's really hard to get. Then you walk down the stairs. In front is the beach. This is the front of the restaurant, and you take a few steps and you check in with another host at another entrance. Inside is very beautiful, and it just reminds you of how Hawaii should be like in little grass hut, but it is very upscale, and this is why it's highly rated on Yelp. Here is the menu. As you can see, there's napkins that are very fancy, and the pricing is pretty pricey, but it's not that bad. Here is how the inside of the restaurant looks like. I've been here for dinner before. It was much darker, but I think lunchtime is better due to you could see the ocean, or I would recommend an early dinner to watch the sunset. To start off, we got the strawberry guava fizz. It has strawberry, guava, lime, vodka, and soda. You can get it without alcohol as well. I thought it was pretty light and I couldn't taste the flavor as well, so I would try another drink if I come back. To start off, they give you complimentary bread as well as a complimentary tomato soup. I remember the soup was more decorative last time, but it was still good. To start off, we got 2 appetizers to share. The first appetizer we got was the macadamia nut crab cakes with fire and ice relish. This was perfectly fried. It wasn't too oily and it's not that crispy, and the pickled relish was really good on top of it. It all went really well together and everyone seemed to enjoy it. The other appetizer we got was a shrimp wonton with a macadamia nut dipping sauce. This was also really good, but it didn't really stand out, but I would definitely get this again. For entrees, we shared the Hawaiian carpaccio with lobster and crab in macadamia nut crust. This dish, we loved it so much and we thought about it, and this is why we booked our Maui trip. It was made to perfection and it is very fresh. This is the Haleakala Ranch beef fillet. This dish was also really good and it wasn't dry, it was very juicy and tender, and I liked the puree and all the veggies that went with it. Last entree that we shared was a beef short rib, polehu, and Tristan lobster tail. The lobster tail was a really small portion, as you can see, but it was very good and it just melts in your mouth. As you can see, the meat was very tender and it just falls apart. And this is the dessert menu. There are just so much good things to choose from. And this is the desserts that we got. It was also dang pretty and it was all amazing. This is the lilikoi creme brulee. The first time we had it was really good. This time it was a little bit off. This is the banana macadamia nut crisp, and I have to say this was the best dessert. It was warm and gooey and everything went well together. This is the Polynesian black pearl. This is the prettiest dessert, but it was the most basic one, but I would still get it every time. At the end of the meal, they give you these hot towels, which I noticed they didn't do before, and it comes with these dark chocolate mango that is super good as well. Afterwards, we headed to the beach right outside just to take a few photos and enjoy the moment. This is the Maui Beach Hotel, and we just stayed here because it was cheap. It was around $300 a night, which is still expensive, but this is the bathroom area, and this is the shower area, and this is the room. It was really run down. I don't think we'll be staying here ever again. They did have a pool table so you could play. There's also a swimming pool, but it was very small and crowded. And I think the best part was the courtyard that was outside. At the courtyard, it seemed like no one really used it. It was nice and breezy, and we just stayed there to talk stories due to it was such a long day. For dinner that night, we just had Jollibee because it was close by and we had to wake up super early in the morning. Next morning, we head out at 3:30. This is at 3:59 a.m. We headed to Haleakala to see the sunrise. At Haleakala National Park, you have to make reservations in advance in order to come here during sunrise, and it costs about $1 to make the reservation, but it is well worth it due to it's above the clouds and it's something you can't really experience in a lot of places. To make the reservation, I would Google Haleakala National Park, and this is how the site would look like. It's called recreation.gov. Remember to look around you due to the sky is lit in this cotton candy while the front is lit another color. This was my auntie's first time. She really enjoyed it due to the sun was really beautiful. I thought it was amazing how there was Hawaiians doing a chant for this beautiful sunrise. It just made the morning so much better and positive vibes all around. One of my favorite parts is driving down due to you're driving above the clouds, but unfortunately this day was a little bit gloomy, so the clouds wasn't as fluffy or as close. Though it is still a vibe, I think next time I would come here during sunset due to waking up early all the time is exhausting, and I think during sunset is still as nice and you don't have to make reservations. After the long drive, we decided to eat at Kalei's lunchbox due to it was close to our hotel. What I ended up getting was the big kahuna. It comes with mochiko chicken, hamburger steak, and mahi. This is the Kalei's breakfast special, and this is the kamaboku shrimp omelet. On the bottom, what we have is the Kalei's bento. On the right of it was the mochiko chicken. Right above is the Simon, and we also shared some tater tots. Overall, if you want local food, I would definitely recommend here. It's kind of like Zippy's, I would say, and everything was pretty cheap. There was still other food on the menu that I would love to try. Also, the service was very quick and they were really nice as well. There was also a lot of desserts options. If I had more room in my stomach, I would definitely try some. After breakfast, we went back to our hotel and rest, and then we headed to Leota's Kitchen and Pie Shop. It is located near Lahaina, and it is super busy in here. It's famous for their pies. If I had more room in my stomach, I would definitely like to try other dishes, but we came here just for their pies. Here we have is the guava chiffon pie. And this is the banana cream pie. I have to say both pie was good, but the banana one was a little bit better due to the guava was a little bit too sweet. I also tried the banana bread. I thought this was nothing special, but it was good. This is the chicken pot pie. This was really good. The wait for it was pretty long, but it was well worth it due to it tastes like a Thanksgiving party in your mouth. We then later went to Ka'anapali Beach. We parked at Whalers Village, which is an outdoor mall, and it's where all the resorts are. It's really nice in this area, but it is expensive. If you could afford to, I would definitely recommend this area. I stayed at the Hyatt one time and I love it, and it's close to Black Rock Beach as well, which is known for snorkeling. Over here, there's a lot of things to see and there's a lot of restaurants to try at. After the beach, we head down to Kihei side due to I really wanted to check out this food truck. The place was called Kitoko. I saw good things about it, and this is how the desserts looks like that gravitates me towards it. While I was waiting for my food, there was a tortoise that's super huge named George. There was also another coffee bar that was around it, and there's a bunch of food trucks really close by. I love the atmosphere here due to how tropical it looks, and it was very relaxing. I ended up getting the mahi mahi bento and a macadamia nut caramel tiramisu. It was pretty healthy, I would have to say, and it was delicious. Afterwards, we went around the block and ate at Kihei Food Truck Park. Kathy wanted to try How's It A. It is Canadian food that is mixed with Hawaiian style. It's supposed to be connected to Kyoto, but some reason it was blocked off, so we had to drive around, and I just love the Buddha statues all around. We got the sushikado. It was very unique, but after a few bites, it does get a little bit tiring, so I'm recommending for sharing. I thought the strawberry lemonade here was really good though. I also got to sample their fish taco, and I thought this was pretty good. There were just so much food trucks. I would definitely want to come back here to try that Thai spot. I also got to try Wing Kings when I was here. This is their garlic parm wings, and I thought this was really good and it was very flavorful. And lastly, this is their hurricane fries. I love how thick and crispy it was. And that concludes my Maui trip. If I had more time, I definitely recommend Road to Hana, but this time it was a quick trip.